I was leaving the house and I really thought about my dad. My son-in-law, Bill, was out front. Our daughter and her husband and their kids lived next door. And they were out front and they were playing with a whammo flyer or something they called it. A soft thing that you throw around and flies. And our grandson Sam, who's 5, said, Grandpa, you want to throw it with us? And I said, sure, I'm just getting ready to work out. This will be perfect. So I started throwing it with them, and we had a triangle going around the circle. No more than a few minutes went by. I'd already had to chase it down the street. I already came back, threw it to Bill. Bill threw it to Sam. Sam wasn't looking, and it caught him right in the face. And it didn't look like it could have hurt too much, but the minute it did, Sam went down crying. And I looked up and I thought to myself, well, I guess it's kind of my signal to leave. So I said, hey, Sam, hope you're okay. And I started my watch and I took off running. And I thought, that is such classic Wilford. That's my dad's name. Except my dad may have gone over and kicked him one and said, get up, you're okay, there's nothing wrong with you. As I ran down the street, I wondered, well, how hard would it have been for me to go over to Sam and say, hey buddy, are you okay? How hard would it have been for me just to sit down on the sidewalk next to Sam for a few minutes and talk to him? And how many times in the future is Sam going to have the time for his old grandpa after he walks off and finishes his run in a moment like this? Fortunately, 5-year-olds have short memories, but I thought about all the long-term memories I have from Dad doing something exactly like that to one of us just because he had a schedule to go with, he was busy, and really there was nothing wrong with us. And there's some parts of my life where I don't want to be like my dad, and that's one of them. I'm so Wilford in so many ways, and Debbie reminds me, my sister reminds me, anybody who's around me for very long who knew my dad lets me know just how much I'm like my dad in not all the best ways very often. And I think as we come to Father's Day and we remember our dads, not all of our memories are the very best ones. Not all of them are something that we hold and we cherish. And I think for those memories that weren't the strongest, weren't the best, maybe not the example we wanted. Look at this cool jet coming out of March. It's all white. Right? It's the second one. There was one last night, second one I've seen this morning. I'm guessing it's a white jet doing touchdowns, not 3 different white jets. Oh, wait a second. That one is one of the Air Force Ones. Right there on the bottom. So you can do it. You want to check that out, apparently. One of the Air Force Ones coming out of March this morning. That's not uncommon. I've seen them, caught them on video or on camera before. Anyway, there are areas in our memories where we can think to ourselves, yeah, that part of Dad we remember with a laugh now, but don't want to be like that. And we can change. At least I think I can change. At 65 years old almost, I hope I can change so that I take a moment just to sit down with my grandchildren and say, geez, I'm sorry, and put my arms around them and love them, as opposed to think, yeah, I've got to get this run in and take off. I'm going to have to spend a few minutes with Sam when I get back. Take the time for someone today in your life. I am so good at preaching it, not always the best at doing it. Have a fantastic day, because if you don't take that time, if you don't learn from that bad example, it's hard to be the miracle. Let's learn together so that we can be the miracle. God bless you. Have a fantastic weekend. Remember Dad, if you've still got one. Father's Day is Sunday.